Hello and welcome to Hidden Assets. I'm Chris, and I'm covering a tournament that occurred on December the 7th, 2014 in Seattle, Washington. This is at Math and Stuff, and everyone in the area was really looking forward to this tournament. On the left, we have Adam T, and he is playing Making News NBN, and on the right, we have James P, who is playing Andromeda. And both players, satisfied with their opening hands, are going to start the game off right. And Adam ices up HQ as you usually do against a criminal. You do not want to get siphoned turn one. That is usually a good way to lose the game. And takes some credits and passes the turn. Now, Andy players don't usually do a whole lot of running unless it's event-based on their first turn. James is going to double Sure Gamble, netting him a total of 8 credits, and then drop an RDI and run R&D. And that is a pretty good play here since R&D is open. Got to take the advantage when you have it, but doesn't see anything in R&D. So just a couple disclaimers. The first round was a little bit of a mess because everyone was kind of getting used to the camera on them, and so they were playing a little bit too close to the base of the camera, and so archives got cut off. And I'll do my best to explain that, what's happening in archives, and hope it doesn't impair your viewing of the game at all. So looks like Adam's got some ice. He's going to ice up R&D. I think it's a market research in hand, a snare, a manhunt, a wraparound, and another piece of ice I can't see. But he's going to ice and take 2 credits. Now, James is going to think long and hard about this turn because he wants to get set up as fast as possible. He's playing a traditional Andy Sucker build, which relies a lot on Data Sucker, and he has 2 in hand, which is really strong. James will click to draw a card, and he'll drop a Katie Jones and put money on Katie. So very strong play, and then play a fairy. Adam is going to draw a mid-season replacements. Ooh, so besides all the nastiness in hand, like Snare and Manhunt, he is definitely playing all-out tag punishment. Maybe a Psychoed Beal is in our future. So after Adam creates a new remote, he takes a credit and passes the turn back. James is going to special delivery and sees a couple of siphons in hand. I think he takes one of those. Yeah. I think he definitely takes a siphon. Probably good play here. Always want to have one in hand, just in case. You never know. And he'll drop a Data Sucker and put some money on Katie. So Andy doing Andy-ish things, what you'd expect. No Data Sucker tokens as of yet. Sort of a slowish start from Andy. Kind of the better early plays, kind of a Dirty Laundry or a Desperado, Dirty Laundry, drop a Fairy or something like that. It's usually a really good play for first turn, but Adam plays Manhunt, and James takes some time to read the card. Trust me, that is what's off the screen. I had to go back and check, but yep, Manhunt. So Manhunt says the first time a runner makes a successful run, trace 2. If successful, give the runner a tag. That's pretty strong. Adam's looking at a toll booth, considering where to put it, if he wants to put it anywhere. You can also see, I believe that's a dedicated response team in his hand, so he is going all out, dedicated near pad-ish NVN. Puts the toll booth, I believe, over HQ to reinforce his defenses. Good play here, and credits up. Now, he's sitting exactly at 8 credits. It's a little bit hard to see, and I apologize for the glare, but his dice say 5 and 3. That's perfect for resing a toll booth once, of course, but losing all of your money there is not so great. James runs archives, and he'll trace for 4, and he'll just pay the trace. And runs R&D, no res, sees an asterscript off the top. Ouch! Ouch! That is bad. That is bad. That's bad for Adam. You always want to get those in hand as early as possible and score them out. Now James runs back to R&D, and I believe that's a resed wraparound over R&D, which makes him bounce. Oh no, I'm sorry. That cost more than that. That must have been another toll booth over R&D. That would be why he did not. He did not res it. He didn't want to have to. It was expensive. Pop-up window. Gain a credit. Lose credit. See a card in hand. Gain a sucker token. Andy's doing her thing. See a snare. Not enough money to use it, so James will trash that for free. Now that he knows that Adam is on the tag and bag plan, Manhunt kind of gave it away a little bit, but the main problem is that now he knows this is all out tag punishment. He's expecting things probably like dedicated response team now, because there are very few NBN decks that actually play a dedicated a snare unless they're playing a dedicated response team. It's uncommon. It is a pretty sweet brew, though. I really like market research. I wish it was played more in NBN, but you know, Astroscript and Beal are too good. Whatever happens. James is contemplating his choices. Draws a card. Sees a security testing. Draws another card. Sees another fairy. Plays security testing, and I believe that was his last. And plays a same old thing. So, just reinforcing the board position here. Oh man, another snare. No money to. Oh, he's got 4 credits, so he's got some money. He needs to get back in the game here. HQ is wide open. There's a toll booth over HQ, but he can't res that, so really, really needs to get some money fast, reinforce HQ. He does not have any ice in hand, though. So slams the Jackson down there in that remote. Takes some credits. I think he's trying to bait a run here. We'll see what happens. I'm not exactly sure if James is that kind of person who would just be baited into running when he's ahead. By the way, James on the right took down another recent tournament in Capitol Hill area of Seattle, and he is a very strong player. I don't know Adam as well, but James is an incredibly strong player, and he played incredibly well in this tournament as well. He's running archives with security testing. No Desperados yet, so we're not getting the 3 credits, one sucker token. Puts money on Katie and pass the turn. Scene interns in Adam's hand. Now the question is, what does he do? He needs some ice, but he also needs some economy. Yeah, so definitely res the Jackson, use the Jackson. That is a good play. Shell Corp. A Shell Corp and a Psychographics. What spiciness is this? I love it. Oh, I hope that we get to see Shell Corp in action. That's such a fun card. Maybe it is pretty decent in this shell. Maybe in a kind of near pad style, you can protect it with snares. That seems pretty cool. And that looks like he was what looks like. No, he puts down the Shell Corp and he puts down another piece of another asset. I'm not sure what he put down there. Couldn't quite see. I think that's the dedicated response team on the top, and the Shell Corp second. Now James has got to be thinking he's trying to bait a Psychographics play. That's what I would be thinking. So James runs archives, security tests, rather archives. Here's Corroder. And then put some money on Katie. And I don't know if he paid for that Corroder. Might have been a goof. Unless I missed it. I don't think I did. Yeah, shit happens. Yeah, it's about noon, everyone. The Seahawks are about to play, so everyone's all excited about that. They ended up winning against Philadelphia, so it was a pretty awesome day. Not for people in Philadelphia, but, you know, you guys had a pretty good run up till then. And looks like he interns a snare right on top of that mystery card, which we know is a Shell Corp. And then run an R&D. Sees nothing. You know, HQ. Adam's debating the res. There is a toll booth there, and he does have a couple agendas in hand, at least one. I think he might have two. Maybe it's just the market research. Resing dedicated response team. Bold move, sir. So, dedicated response team reads, at the end of the run, due to meat damage, if the runner is tagged. And he sees the Psychographics, so not tagged this time. But now James knows. Got to go over there, got to trash that. Yeah, 1 in 5 chance to hit the snare. If he hit the snare, that would have been somewhat irritating. Wouldn't have killed him. No, actually, would have killed him? Did he have 4 cards in hand? Might have killed him. Interesting. That might have been a 1 in 5 chance to just flatline the runner right there. That would have been pretty sweet to see. All right. So Adam reses Shell Corp. Puts money on Shell Corp. He's got 4 credits, so he can hit that. He can trigger that snare. He can trigger that snare. With dedicated response team, that is 5 damage guaranteed, and against an Andy that never ever runs any form of net damage protection, that is scary. That is scary. Oh, I see a siphon in hand. Oh, I think we're getting siphoned here. He must know that's a toll booth. He must know. He hasn't rezzed it. He's seen 1. And he has 6 credits, and Adam has 6 credits. Oh man, it's pretty tense. Go siphon that, run the Shell Corp, trash it, and the snare for free, pretty much. No, he's not going to do that. He's just going to trash the dedicated response team. Smart play, and then put some money on Katie and pass the turn. conservative play. James is a very conservative player in a lot of ways, but that's not a bad thing, especially when you're playing against a kill you NBN deck. And he's definitely one of the things I've noticed that James is really good at recognizing when to run and when not to run. He's under no pressure right now. The Corp has not scored anything out, which means that he can kind of just build his board and get ahead. Look for another RDI maybe. Now he's got his Mimic in hand. Yeah, there's really nothing really urgent he needs to do right now. He's got a legwork. I'd save that. Siphon into legwork. Pretty bonkers. Yeah, well, if he times it correctly, he can siphon him down to less than 4, and then he won't have to worry about the snare. We got something rezzed for 4 over R&D. My guess is it's a Bastion, maybe. Yeah, sorry guys. The Netrunner gods started us off on a rocky Genesis here. These 2 cards, nothing. Adam's getting very lucky on those R&D runs. He's got just 1 agenda in hand, one on the one that Andy scored, and the rest are in R&D. And James senses a bit of weakness, runs that Shell Corp, trashes the Shell Corp, trashes the snare for free. Ouch! Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just let them into R&D because you really need that Shell Corp to do work for you right there. Adam sees and interns. What do you interns here? The answer is you interns another snare. You just keep the snares going and take a credit. Ouch! He knows what it is. Just run that snare. You can't trade. You can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Run that snare. Trash the snare. No. All right, kids. Always remember to protect your snares with 4 credits. Take your time. Be patient with them. You need to set it up to kill the runner. James plays a Mimic, and it looks like we are in the late game, and Andy is completely set up. Now, there are a couple things I might do in this situation. It's a tough spot. Adam's in a tough spot here. He's got 6 credits now. He's going to take some money, and he's going to discard something. Yeah. The main problem here is that Andy has sucker tokens, and Archives is not sealed up, which you can't see on the screen. But trust me on this, there is no ice in front of Archives. This deck does not appear to run very much ice, and because of that, he can't shut Andy out. Basically, I would want to get some, like a decent ice, maybe a wraparound. It's still kind of crappy. An Eli, if he's playing Eli, on Archives, and then make it difficult for Andy to get some more sucker tokens, because right now it's just Andy's just walking all over the Corp. No, another toll booth. Not what you want to see right here. No more 8 res cost ice. No. Yeah, I think he knows he's into trouble. He's in trouble right now. All right, we'll try the Shell Corp snare plan again. Don't res it. Don't do it. I guess you could do it. You could res it, go to 4, and still be able to trigger it. But takes credit. 7 credits. Still can't res the toll booth over HQ, which means that HQ is effectively still open. James draws, puts some money on Katie. And runs archives for Sucker and to... No, you're security testing it. Aren't you? Oh, maybe he's not. I think he must have chosen that remote as the security test. And sees the psychographics, nothing there. Sees double interns, dedicated response team, bunch of other nonsense, and we have Jackson use. Let's all take a break to admire the table mat that Math and Stuff has provided. I'm not exactly sure what that is from, but it's kind of cool. So what to do as the corp? All right, Res Shell Corp. You got little tiny corpse corp. 5 credits. Oh, perfect. Draws right into a hedge fund. You've got a hedge fund here. You've got a hedge fund. You got to get your money up. You got to stop the siphon. But I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. No, you've got to use that. Oh, yeah, okay, he did. I'm sorry. I am fighting a cold, and it is not terrible, but I got the sniffles. All right, so James finds a desperado. And I believe he's saying he's going to... Oh, then he plays another data sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. MU, you are used up. All that MU. plays data sucker. Puts some money in Katie. And he's going to be discarding. I believe that was a quality time he used first click. All right. Closed accounts. What does closed accounts get you when the runner is at 0? Not much. Does the runner even care about Shell Corporation? Because at this point, they're ahead. They've got the board. 5 data sucker tokens, and he can get in anywhere. He just needs to, or she rather, just needs to go. James needs to tell her to go somewhere. Adam will install that toll booth over that remote. Now he needs to be really thinking about setting up a scoring remote because he just does not have the money to protect it. He's only got 9 credits. That is not going to do it. Takes credit. Alright. James takes credits from Katie. Runs archives with security testing. Do you siphon here? I think you just siphon here. I don't think you care at this point. Siphon clear tags. What are you worried about as a runner? I don't think you're worried about anything. You can get through everything. Toll booth would probably be the worst thing for you. You'd lose 3 credits plus the 1 to get in, and 1 from the pop-up window. So it looks like he's checking HQ. Pop-up. That was a mistake. I don't think James paid the 1 credit for the pop-up window. Oh no, he broke it with the Yogg. Never mind. He broke it with Yogg. Didn't have to pay. It's easy to forget that Yogg is a thing nowadays when it seems to have been hated out of the metagame. And because of that, you sort of forget that it actually breaks things that are, pop-up windows. It can break pop-up windows. So runs archive, sees nothing. Adam draws, sees another manhunt. Is that what you want here? Not sure. Put some money on Shell Corp. Shell Corp seems pretty strong here, though. Not having enough money to res the toll booth and protect the Shell Corp is a huge problem. He does play manhunt. Looks like he's going to take some credits. That's what I would do. Takes that credit. Seems good. I would want to put maybe one piece of ice in front of that Shell Corp, because even though, just to discourage the runner from going there, though he didn't really have any ice. This is where Near Earth Hub is just so much better than at making news, is that although, making news is great for tags and traces, but, I mean, Near Earth Hub, draws you cards, man. Gets you out of this funk. It will get you more sure gambles. Sorry, not sure gambles. Hedge funds. And James runs R&D, pays through, doesn't see anything. Contemplating his choices, finds a legwork off of the stack and puts some money on Katie. He's going to toss a passport. Doesn't need that. He is totally set up. Corp should be thinking about a purge here. But I don't know if it's going to do anything. Draws another manhunt. Man. It's rough. Really is looking for more defensive cards right now. He doesn't really want another manhunt. He's already got one on the table, which is below the camera's visible range. Sorry about that, guys. Take some credits. Well, if that Shell Corp survives another turn, he's going to be in the money, and that's good. But I have a feeling there's a siphon coming, and if he siphons him down to 5, he can't. Let's see. I think if you... Ooh, he's just going to run it. He's just going to run it. Oh, no, so he's, yep. Let's see what he's doing here. Successful run, trace with the manhunt. Trace is 4. Oh boy, here we go. Is this going to be legwork? Legwork, siphon. Not a bad pull with that. Oh, did it do its job? I mean, that feels good. That feels good as the runner. Adam's got to be feeling like, yeah, I dodged a bullet. That's probably 2, maybe 3 gone, but he's got the same old thing. Oh my god. All right. Same old thing, man. Got to get the runner tagged, and got to blow up same old thing. I might be tempted just to splash, or just to, not to splash, but to play C-Source. I know that NBN doesn't usually play C-Source anymore, but, landing a tag can be really, really good. And then you could just, kill Katie, and you can kill same old thing. Oh man, draws into another market research. Not what you want to see right now, but good thing he got rid of that, those legworks with the snare. Install. He's got to know that James can get in anywhere. He just drew an inside job. I don't think James is worried. He's just gonna money up, put some money on Katie, and pass turn. He is not worried. All right. Score the breaking news. I might have been tempted to leave that on the table a turn and try to blow up Katie. Now there's only 5 credits left in the corpse pool. What is that other card? Does the runner run it now that he's seen breaking news go off? I don't know. Seems like Adam's got a huge hole to dig himself out of here. And looks like we're making a run on R&D. Gonna trace for Manhunt. Sees top card. Second card, nothing. Very unlucky. Very unlucky. We're on that remote. It's a pop-up window. Gaining credit for Desperado. Sorry. Let's see how this works. Yeah, he should trace for the Manhunt. He should get his credit first. So the runner always has priority on his turn. So the runner's successful turn or successful run triggers will go first. So Desperado will always trigger first, and so will Data Sucker before you Manhunt, which is kind of a downfall of Manhunt. It's too bad. Looks like he's just going to take the tag and clear it. He's not really concerned. That's okay. Solid play. Mandatory draw. Adam's looking at another snare. Do you bait a run on this remote? Can you? Draws again. Sees another market research. Or no, that's a restructured data pool. I'm sorry. They look almost identical. The color scheme is exactly the same. Lotus Field. He's got one more click. Is he going to install the Lotus Field? That'll keep him out. All right. His scoring remote is there. There is nothing that the runner can do to get through Lotus Field. Except for Inside Job. Except for Inside Job. Man. James draws, sees a quality time. Not sure that's really what he's looking for. I think he's just drawing to see more cards, be active. It's always a good idea. I like drawing every single turn with the runner, with my runners. So he's just going to take some money. Psychic Field. That is an awesome splash here. Play Psychic Field, make him run it. Just play Psychic Field. That's what I would do here. Put Psychic Field down behind that remote. No, don't make him do that. No, he's not going to go for that. Bait him into a run. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. Now James is contemplating his options here. Is he trying to sneak out an agenda? NBN can do that, but I know James pretty well that he really likes to run every remote. It's a pad. Does he trash it? I think he does. Yep. Trash the pad. Keep the corp off money. That's key against NBN, against most versions of NBN that play, the ones that play asset economy anyway. And doing some money shuffling, running archives for security testing, and hitting up Katie. Adam's looking for stuff. He's looking for secure. He's looking for some ice, I think. A small ice to put in front of that remote would be great here, like a pop-up window, a wraparound. I would probably just be crediting up. We know there's siphons in his hand now. He's got to suspect There's at least one. He did hit one, but you haven't seen one yet. And James drops the Plascrete Carapace just to be safe. I think that's a pretty good choice here. No real worry about losing to points at this moment, but you could definitely get scorched out depending on Adam's build. And looks like James is running HQ. I think. Oh, maybe not. I'm sorry. Nope. Looks like Adam is installing behind that remote. Looks like he senses it's time to go. Time to go for it. Now, does James know that's an agenda? Looks like he's going to take from Katie. Yep. I think we siphon here. Yeah, he's got to be thinking siphon into... Oh, no, so run this remote first. Check it. It's a snare. Do you trigger it? Oh, brutal. Do you trigger it? Do you trigger it? Manhunt trigger goes off first. James pays the Manhunt trace. I don't know if you do. He's going to trigger it. Alright, do 3 damage. Take tag. Now he's got a sense that... Oh, hits the snare. Hits the inside job and the quality time. Ouch! That is the best pull he possibly could have had. Can he get back into this game? He's only got 3 credits, though. He's only got 3 credits. Clears the tag. One more click. What do you do? Run that remote. Saying, I don't think you have anything less than 3 that can keep me out. And it's an Astro. Man. I mean, what do you do in that situation? Manhunt goes away. There's an Eli. What do you do here? Such a tough spot. I like how James didn't just fire off the siphons, though, that he's playing very tactically with those cards, because they sometimes just read score and agenda, because you get rid of all the corpse credits and then you just run an unresed remote. Yep. Looks like dirty laundering archives. For a bunch of money. It's 8 credits and a data sucker token. 2 data sucker tokens, rather. And run on HQ. 1. Oh, there's restructured data pool. That's game. Yep. And we're back. Now we've switched sides, and Adam is playing Gabe, and James is playing near Earth Hub. I apologize for the glare again. It's not something that we foresaw happening. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. And James ices. He hedge funds. And Adam dirty laundries R&D. And he trashes the top card. It's probably a Jackson, because he only has 3 credits left. And then he's going to play a daily cast. And then check the top card of R&D again. And nothing there. James draws, sees a daily business show. He installs that and draws with NEH's ability. Seeing a Sansan, draws again and sees an Astroscript and installs the Sansan. It's basically just challenging the runner to go and waste their time trashing it. Very strong. It's one of the reasons NEH is so strong right now. Looks like we're hostaging out a Mr. Lee. That's kind of cool. Although I'd be tempted to hostage out a Katie Jones here, if he had it. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. You don't see that very often. Runs R&D, doesn't see anything. Looked like a hedge fund. Checks the Sansan, nothing there. Rez's daily business show. Looks at 2 cards. Daily business show is bonkers good. He'll res the Sansan and score that Astro for 8 credits. Now the train has started. Can Adam get himself back? He needs to be running HQ here. Then check R&D. Oop, sees breaking news. That's good. Goes again. Doesn't see anything. Got to go HQ, right? I mean, what are you worried about? You got to keep the corp off credits. Yeah, I think there was some confusion about how many credits are left on daily casts. Adam uses Mr. Lee, grabs himself a Plascrete Carapace. I don't know why he chose Plascrete. He's got to assume this is just fast advance with daily business show. Yep, uses Mr. Lee again. And James will daily business show his own Mr. Lee. And, oh gosh, there's another one. There's another Astroscript. 2 Astroscript tokens on 2 Astroscripts. Oh man, the game is not looking good for Adam. He's got to go HQ. Got to start pillaging HQ. Goes R&D. Sees a Beal. Oh man, that's good. That could have been game right there. Goes HQ. No res. See a card. It's an NAPD. Oh, he steals it. Oh, man. And Adam is looking good all of a sudden. 5 points. 5 points. One more agenda. Unless he scores the other breaking news. I mean, this is the thing with NBN. It sometimes is... if it draws its agendas and its fast advance techniques, it can just win the game. But if it doesn't, it's a bit of a glass cannon. But, oh man, there's a fast track in hand. That means that he just needs one more agenda and the game is pretty much his. Looks like he grabs a sweep from his daily business show, which is nice thematically. Plays it, gains 5, which is nice. Draws again, sees a wraparound. I think at this point you put the wraparound in front of R&D. Yep, and he does, and passes the turn. Yeah, daily business show. That card is really good. Really, really good. But RDI, go R&D, or go HQ, HQ interface. That's an HQ interface. Runs HQ. Is he going to res this? I don't know if you do here. You're going to give up some information, but everyone knows what NBN Near Earth Hub plays anyway, pretty much. So, let's see 2 cards. He's going to see Biotic and the fast track, I think. Mr. Lee. He's looking for answers. He's got his corroder. He's got to just play his corroder. If he plays his corroder, takes some money, runs R&D, that could be game. Oh, I don't know. He's going back into HQ. He's just seeing the same cards. Biotic, fast track. He's got a sense there's nothing there. There's nothing in HQ, and it looks like he found another agenda. Maybe? Nope. Nope. Just a hedge fund. All right. Here's the next Astro script. Gonna get all the Astro scripts going. First click, use fast track. Second click, advance or install on Sansan. Third click, advance it once, and use an AstroScript token, and you've got another AstroScript pilot program. It pilots itself, working as intended. All right, runs HQ. You're not going to see anything. There's nothing in there. Biotic and pop-up window. See, I think right now the only reason Adam hasn't won this game right yet is because he's playing too passively. You have to play extremely aggressively against the near Earth hub, especially if you have figured out that they're not scorching you. Because right now, I don't know why. I guess he's going to get money with HQ. I guess he gets two credits every single time. Or the first time, rather, which is fine. It's still, all he needs is an agenda. Does he see it? He does. Yeah, that's game. Oh, man. It's brutal. NAPD for the win. So James takes it down with a near-Earth hub and Andromeda. A good play from both players, and I think this is a good game for review to kind of see when and where to target certain central servers. It's definitely important to know when you have to stop running HQ and got to go R&D, and you have to trash Daily Business Show. It essentially cuts down on the number of turns the NEH player needs in order to find their Astro scripts or find their agendas to score out. So if you can, deny them econ or keep them off a Sansan or keep them off Daily Business Show. I know it costs a lot of money, but you have to trash them. You have to take the time to do it. And if you can do that, you can stall them, you can legwork them later, but the immediate threats are their upgrades and assets. So thanks a lot for everyone for tuning into the first round of the Math and Stuff tournament, and we'll have the second round pretty soon. Take it easy.